Today, we are going to talk about comparatives and superlatives when they are used as adjectives. This video has two parts. Part 1 will cover comparative adjectives and Part 2 will cover superlative adjectives. Remember, adjectives describe nouns. An example of an adjective in a sentence is, "This is a huge house." In this sentence, the adjective huge is used to describe the house. House, of course, is a noun. We are not comparing two things, we are describing one thing. To complete today's lesson, you will need your note-taking sheet, a pencil or a pen, and a highlighter. Are you ready? As mentioned earlier, adjectives are words that describe a noun. For example, a big house, a tall student, an important meeting. Comparative adjectives show how two things are different. For example, my house is bigger than your house, or your house is smaller than my house. The cafeteria is more crowded than the library, or the library is less crowded than the cafeteria. So, how do we form these comparative adjectives? Let's look at these sentences again. My house is bigger than your house. Your house is smaller than my house. For short words that have one syllable, add er and than. In the first sentence, the adjective is big. It is a one-syllable word. How did we change big to bigger? We doubled the consonant and added er. In the second sentence, the adjective is small. How did we change small to smaller? We just added er. So, yes, there are special spelling rules we need to follow. Let's take a look at some of these rules now. Let's take a look at the table. Rule 1. For one-syllable words that end in a vowel and a consonant, we double the consonant and add er. Remember, vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and consonants are all the other letters. Y can be either a vowel or a consonant. So, big becomes bigger, fat becomes fatter, and thin becomes thinner. What about hot? Can you change it into a comparative adjective? Yes, that's right. Hot becomes hotter. Rule 2. For one-syllable or short words that end in E, we need to add R. For example, large becomes larger, wise becomes wiser, and nice becomes... Yes, that's right. Nice becomes nicer. Rule 3. For words ending with two consonants, we simply need to add er. So, strong becomes stronger, small becomes smaller, and quick becomes quicker. Now you try one. Tall becomes... Yes, that's right. Tall becomes taller. Rule 4. For short words ending with a vowel plus a consonant, we add er. So cheap becomes cheaper, Cool becomes cooler. And now you have a go. Mean becomes, that's right, mean becomes meaner. Rule 5. For short words that end in Y, we need to take away the Y and add IER. So easy becomes easier, heavy becomes heavier, and happy becomes happier. Can you try this one? Dry becomes, yes, dry becomes drier. What about longer words or words with 2 or more syllables that don't end in Y? For those words, we do not add ER. Instead, we add more or less than. Let's try some examples. Famous. This word has 2 syllables. We cannot change this to famouser. However, we say more famous than or less famous than. Remember, we use comparative adjectives to compare 2 things. So we can say Hamza is more famous than Ali. And Ali is less famous than Hamza. How about expensive? Can we change this to expensiver? No, we can't. Why? Because expensive is a long word with 3 syllables. So we need to add more than or less than. Let's look at the following sentences comparing 2 things, gold and silver. Gold is more expensive than silver. Silver is less expensive than gold. Some comparative adjectives have unusual spelling and do not follow a rule. For example, bad becomes worse than, good becomes better than, far becomes further than. Let's try some examples. You will need your note-taking sheet and your pen or pencil to complete these activities. Let's do them together. Can you find the mistakes in these sentences? Here's the first one. Dubai Mall is more bigger than Mirdif City Centre. What's wrong with this sentence? That's right. We can't say more bigger than. Big is a short word that ends with a vowel and a consonant. So remember the rule? We double the consonant G and add ER. Dubai Mall is bigger than Mirdif City Centre. Let's try another one. That car is more nicer than this one. What is wrong with this sentence? Can we say more nicer than? No, we can't, because nice is a short word that ends with an E. So we just add R. That car is nicer than this one. Can you try the next one? Ali is less stronger than Ahmed. Can you find the mistake in this sentence? That's right. Strong is a short word that ends with 2 consonants, N and G. So what do we need to do? Just add ER. Ahmed is stronger than Ali. What about this sentence? Canada is cooler Dubai. Is this sentence correct? What is missing? That's right, than is missing. Cool, which ends with a vowel consonant, is spelt correctly. We just add ER. But than was missing. The sentence should be, Canada is cooler than Dubai. Okay, let's take a look at this sentence. Maria is pretty than Anna. What's wrong with this sentence? That's right. The word pretty needs to be changed to prettier than. Pretty ends with a Y, so we take away the Y and add IER. And here's the last sentence. This movie was more interestinger than the last one. Can you find the mistake in this sentence? Yes, that's right. We can't say more interestinger than. Why not? Because interesting is a long word. It has 4 syllables. So we need to add more than or less than. So the correct sentence should be, this movie was more interesting than the last one. That is all for today. Remember to re-watch this video as many times as you like. Thanks for watching and good luck.